Have you ever been more interested about the day you were born? Because I know for a fact that I have. My best friend and I share the birthday. We share the same day, Friday, August 5th, 2005, and we were only born a couple minutes apart. So that day's always interested me. And ever since I was little, I would look up who I shared a birthday with to see if there were any cool famous people I knew. But the only name that ever caught my eye was Neil Armstrong, and I think that that's pretty cool. Um, but there was many interesting facts and interesting events that happened on Friday, August 5th, 2005, and we're going to break that down. So, the number one song that day actually was We Belong Together by Mariah Carey. And it was the number one song for many weeks, and it hit number one on July 9th, 2005, and it stayed at the chart for 10 weeks. Stayed up there for 10 weeks, that's how much people love the song. And still to this day, We Belong Together by Mariah Carey has a 70% popularity rating on Spotify. And if you're interested in sports, one of the biggest, not biggest, but one of an important sports announcement that happened on that day was the NBA announced that Las Vegas will host the league's '07 All-Star Game. And that's something many, many people look forward to, and finding out the city was very important for them. And another one is that Albert Pujols becomes the first player to connect 30 home runs in each of his first 5 MLB seasons. And for baseball players, that was pretty big. And one of the biggest events that happened that month was Hurricane Katrina. And that started on August 29th, 2005. And Hurricane Katrina was probably the most infamous hurricane of all time. It devastated large parts of the Gulf Coast, particularly Louisiana. And it was one of the worst natural disasters in American history. But on a lighter note, another cute little fun fact to end off was that a McDonald's in Detroit, an owner who allowed high school and college kids to work there, he allowed them to stay on the clock an extra hour just if they spent time doing their homework. And I think that that's really important because he also agrees that doing homework is as good for the wallet as it is for the mind. And I agree with him strongly.